Hi guys, Chris, we're back with another episode from my FIFA 13 York career. We've got a cup game coming up against Norwich in a couple of days' time. Also into the January transfer window. Hopefully we can look to bring in a player, but in order to bring in someone we need to sell someone. See there, Shaw fuming at Roll. He's not getting the game time he wants. We may look to make a few changes with this being a cup game. We'll just have to wait and see. I may give Escobar a chance, and there may be a few other fringe players like Lazarevic, Valverde. They may come into the side. We'll have to see how the team is actually looking for form and fitness. We'll quickly go in now and check out the squad ahead of this cup game. Okay, here we go. Obviously the one change we do need to make is Baker, with him getting a red card in the last game. We will bring Luke Shaw in and give him a game regardless of his form. Hayams can come into the side. I think, is it alright? Do I go with one of the young guns in midfield? No, you know what, I'll stick with Hayams. I want a good solid midfield, so we'll move Hayams into the cam role and have Taylor in the central midfield role. Benzia's low on energy. So it's either Escobar or Matux, as Canteros is out injured. So we'll give Escobar a chance. We've always got Matux on the bench should we need him. We'll bring Baker off the bench as he's got the red card, and Juan Marcos can come onto the bench. I don't think there's anyone else really on in the reserves that could come up. Taylor is a little bit low on energy, so is Garay and Rongay. So we'll bring Lazarevic into the heart of the defence. We'll keep Rongay there for the time being. I don't really want to use Valverde if I can help it. And we'll look to get this match against Norwich underway. Yeah, hopefully we can get through this task. I'd prefer an easier game for the third round of the FA Cup rather than another Premier League side. But we shall see what we can do. Norwich have been out of form recently. They've drawn 2 and lost one of their last 3 games. Drew with Blackburn and Villa and lost to Liverpool. So, hopefully, we can put them to the sword today and get a win. Okay, I'm not going to worry about this dribbling drill. Get this game on as soon as we can. Okay, here we go. Starting 11 for York City. Neil Taylor, 11 goals in all competitions. And York get the game underway. Bueno Fuentes with the ball for York down the right hand side, cuts it back to Hieremia. Hieremia looking for a pass, finds Rongay out wide, inside to Bueno Fuentes. Bueno Fuentes running at the Norwich defence, but he gets dispossessed, and it's Butterfield now with the ball from Norwich. Long ball forward to Martin, forward to Kitambala, plays a ball over the top. Couldn't find Snodgrass, but Martin has it now. Martin, edge of the box, jinks past one, pass it to Butterfield. Butterfield into the box now, pass it to Kitambala. Kitambala shoots. Oh, it hits the post. Wow, that was a piece of fortunate defending there. Came off the York player and landed to the feet of a Norwich player and just hit the post with his shot. But York are on the attack now. Taylor with the ball. Edge of the Norwich box, crosses it in. And that's a good cross, but no one to get on the end of it. And it's Pilkington now with a chance to get the ball clear to Tetty. Up to Snodgrass on the right hand side. Forward to Martin. Martin challenged and he passes it to Butterfield. Butterfield with the ball through to Martin, but Shaw picks up the loose ball. Shaw now taking it steady. Pass it out wide to Taylor. Taylor forward to Escobar. Escobar looking for a pass. Can't find one. And it's Tetty with the ball now for Norwich. Tetty forward to Pilkington. Pilkington dispossessed by Rongay. Rongay forward to Escobar. Escobar looking to play Hayams in, but the attempted pass gets blocked, and it's Martin with the ball now for Norwich, but he's dispossessed. Silver now, but his pass is poor, and that's Pilkington with the ball. Pilkington forward to Martin. Martin inside the York box, pass it forward, and that's a good save by Forster. Shaw clears on his first Taylor. Taylor to Hayams. Hayams running at the Norwich defence. Pass it out wide to Escobar. Escobar running at the Norwich defence. Escobar into the box, and that's a good clearance, out for a throw-in to York. Even stuff so far, 25 minutes gone. Lots of poor touch from Shaw, and Norwich have the ball now. It's a long ball forward to Martin, but he's dispossessed by Hiram. Hiram forward, York on the attack now with Soriano. Soriano looking to play the ball forward to Moreno Fuentes, but he's dispossessed by Bennett. It's now with Teti. Teti forward, plays it out wide left to Kitambala. Kitambala pressed by Lazarevic. Kitambala still with the ball now. Looks to cross it in, and that's a header from Tete, and that's hit the post again. Goal kick to York. Looking to find Hayams. Hayams underneath it, forward to Escobar. Now with the Norwich defence, long ball forward to Martin. Martin can't quite get hold of the ball now, and Silva has it for York, forward to Moreno Fuentes, who plays it forward to Soriano, to Taylor. Taylor looks to play it forward to Hayams, but Ruddy picks up the loose pass. Over half an hour gone, Ruddy now with a goal kick. Only as far as Lazarevic, up to Moreno Fuentes, plays it forward to Soriano. Soriano going forward, but Daniel Ayala dispossesses him and puts the ball out for a throw-in. Ronge with the throw-in to Silva. Silva to Soriano. Soriano down the right-hand side. Daniel Ayala once again dispossesses him, and that once more goes out for a throw-in to York. Throw-in's taken. It's Soriano to Hayams. Hayams dispossessed, and Pilkington now with the ball forward, and that goes out for another throw-in. Ronge to Moreno Fuentes. Moreno Fuentes forward to Hayams. Hayams looks to play Soriano in, but he can't quite get on the end of that. Tete now with the ball for Norwich in the York half. Tete still going towards the York defence, looking for a pass, but he's dispossessed. It's Shaw now with the ball. Shaw forward to Taylor. Taylor to Hayams. Hayams looking to play Escobar in. Escobar running at the Norwich defence, and that's a great tackle by Bennett. And Riley clears for Norwich, but only as far as Taylor. Taylor to Hayams. Hayams now to Moreno Fuentes, but he's dispossessed by Pilkington. Pilkington forward to Martin. Martin looking for a pass, finds Snodgrass. Snodgrass in a load of space. Snodgrass in towards Tete. Oh, that's a great save by Fraser Forster. And that goes out for a throw-in to York coming up to half-time. So actually, sorry, it's a throw-in to Norwich. Kitambala with the ball out inside the York box. Ronge with the ball. He boots it clear up to Soriano. And that's half-time. Not a bad first half. Pretty fortunate to be 0-0. Norwich hit the post twice, but we had a couple of chances ourselves, but some great defending by Norwich means it's still 0-0 as Norwich start the second half, and it's Martin with the ball. Finds Tete. Tete once again to Martin. Martin's tackled by the York City midfield. Hayams with the ball now, running at the Norwich defence. Hayams looking for a pass, can't find the man he wanted. It's Tete now with the ball for Norwich. Forward to Butterfield. Butterfield with the ball up to Kitambala. Kitambala is tackled, and it's Silva with the ball now for York. Silva tackled by Tete. That was actually poor play, but once again poor play by Tete. And Moreno Fuentes has the ball. He's dispossessed, and it's Snodgrass with the ball. Tete now. Up to Butterfield. Butterfield edge of the box. Shoot. Ooh. Always going wide. I think Fraser Forster had that covered. And it's a substitution for Norwich. It's Kitambala off and Quadrado on for Norwich. Silva with the ball now for York. Out wide to Ronge. Ronge forward to Moreno Fuentes. Moreno Fuentes inside to Hayams. Silva has the ball now. Silva forward to Taylor. Taylor finds Escobar out wide. Poor touch from Escobar, and now Riley has the ball for Norwich. Long ball forward. Quadrado with the ball for Norwich now. Looking for a pass. Still going towards the York defence. Can't find a pass. Takes it on himself. Has a shot, and that's blocked. Hiram with the clearance. Forward to Silva. Silva to Taylor. Taylor with the ball through to Soriano. Soriano one-on-one with Ruddy. Soriano into the Norwich box. Tries to play it round the keeper. Oh, and that goes agonisingly wide. Oh, that was poor play from Soriano. He should have buried that with the keeper coming out. Goal kick to Norwich taken. Headed by the York defence. Only as far as Martin for Norwich. Martin dispossessed. And it's now Butterfield with the ball for Norwich. Butterfield running out the defence forward to Martin. Martin inside the York box. He has a shot, and that was going wide all the time. Tete off and Howson on for Norwich in their second substitution. Silver with the ball forward to Hames for York. Hames looking for a pass. Tries to find Bueno Fuentes, but he can't get on the end of it. Ruddy with the clearance, only as far as Soriano. Now Butterfield, Howson now with the ball for Norwich. Howson looking for a pass, finds Butterfield. Butterfield forward to Cuadrado. Cuadrado with the ball, edge of the York box, cuts inside, but that's blocked by Meyer. Cuadrado with again, jinks inside, tries to cross it, but Lazarevic with the ball, only as far as Martin. Martin with the ball in the penalty spot, he shoots, and Lazarevic blocks that. Meyer clears to Bueno Fuentes. Oh, it's a poor pass, but only to provide Butterfield. Butterfield out wide now to Snodgrass. Snodgrass into the York box. Closed down by Luke Shaw. Oh, great save by Fraser Forster. Silver with the ball now, and it's time to make some substitutions with 15 minutes to go. Let's see who's low on energy. Wow, fair few players are. Thomas Ronge, so he can come off, and we'll bring Perez Alonso on. Midfielders, let's have a quick look. Juan Marcos can come on. Okay, now Escobar with the ball. Escobar running at the Norwich defence, and Bennett puts that out for a throw-in. Couple of changes coming up now. Ronge was really low on fitness, so we'll bring him off and bring on some fresh legs in the defence. There we go, Perez Alonso for Ronge, Marcos for Taylor, and Mattox for Soriano, with 3 substitutions for York. And it's Marcos with the ball inside to Bueno Fuentes. Bueno Fuentes running at the Norwich defence, has a shot, and that goes wide, but I think Ruddy always had that covered. Into the final 10 minutes, Ruddy with a goal kick for Norwich now. Mia underneath it, up to Mattox, but he can't get on the end of it. It's Bennett now with the ball. Daniel Ayala now for Norwich, long ball forward, but Mia's underneath that. Silva with the ball. Silva slides it forward to Mattox. Mattox to Escobar. Escobar running, tries to find someone in space. Finds Marcos. Juan Marcos now, looking for a pass, finds Hames. Hames edge of the box, shoots, and that's blocked. Escobar with a shot, and that's a poor effort. Silva forward to Escobar. Escobar dispossessed by Howson, but now Silva has the ball. Plays it to Mattox. Mattox now edge of the Norwich box. He shoots, and I couldn't tell if that was tipped over. Yep, it was tipped over by Ruddy. Corner to York. Whipped in. Perez Alonso underneath it, but that's cleared only as far as Silva. Silva to Hames. Hames to Perez Alonso. Perez Alonso now dispossessed by Butterfield. He's dispossessed. Perez Alonso. But who has a shot, and that's blocked. Riley now hoofs it clear. Mia underneath that. Plays it forward, but only as far as Howson. Howson to Cuadrado. Cuadrado dispossessed. Pilkington with the ball now. Pilkington running at the York defence down the left wing. Plays it inside to Howson. Howson dispossessed by Juan Marcos, and Bueno Fuentes now has the ball for York. Forward to Hames. And that's it. Game over. 0-0. Going to a replay at Carrow Road. Here are my man of the match there. And we'll look to get this schedule moved on. Birmingham and Blackburn drew. Newcastle beat Brighton, you can see there. Everton beat AFC Wimbledon 4-0. Suspension over for Kelvin Baker as well. Okay, so would have hoped to have not had a replay, but we're still in the cup. We can still progress to the next round. That's the most important thing. And we'll get this schedule moved on, as we have other clubs showing interest in Rafael Varane stock, and that was Newcastle once again. Okay, well, in order to buy a player, I need to sell a player. So we'll have to see what transfer offers come in, as we have a transfer offer now for Pablo Escobar from Rayo Vallecano. 1.2 million he's valued at. You can have him for 1.1. Yeah, I think that's a good enough deal. I don't mind going a bit below base value for him, as we have a game coming up against Sunderland on the Saturday. Retransfer offer. We do not believe he's worth that much. That's rather unfortunate. Are Spurs and Inter in Coutinho talks? So, let's have a look at the league table. We're currently 9 points behind the leaders, as with 2 more offers for Petr Jenkov, and I think that was Thomas Ronge. Jenkov, I'm just going to accept what Aldershot want. They're getting off my bench as quickly as we can. He's the regen for Georgi Samov, so it's free money anyway. We didn't sign him for anything. As Genoa want Thomas Ronge, you can have him for 12.5 million. I think we signed him for 5 million. No, it was 6.5, I think. Yeah, I think it was a deal worth around 6.5 million. Talks broken down between Jenkov and Aldershot. Ronge, not worth that much. They've gone to 11.5. You can have him for 12.5. But yeah, the deal that we got for Ronge was a pretty good one. Obviously, his contract was due to run out soon. We do have for Fabinho, so it's not too bad, and there is Gabriel Valverde as backup. So it's not the player I wanted to get rid of, but if we can get rid of him, it's 12.5 million. I should hopefully get 10, maybe 9. It's still hopefully enough to bring in a new player. But we'll get this game against Sunderland underway. D'Souza Silva can come back into the team, and we'll bring Benzia back in. Other than that, we'll keep it as it is. I know Baker's back from suspension, but I want to keep the midfield as it is. I'm sort of trying to keep it where if a player gets sent off, they get banned for 1 game, and then I don't play them for 1 game. Does it get a 1-1 draw against Sunderland? I just want them to. We can't find players, so I just don't want to. I just want to drop them for another game and let them know that they shouldn't be doing that shit. Okay, we have a cup replay coming up now. I'm going to sim that game, and wow, a game coming against Man United as well. As retransfer offer, decided to match it. 12.5 million. Genoa have matched my offer for Ronge. So maybe we need to start dipping into the transfer market. Who do we go? Do we go for a striker? Since you look to get someone like Mattox off the bench and off the books, do we look to go for a defender and use someone like Lazarevic, who's worth 14 million as make weight? Do we go for a good midfielder and use Lazarevic? We shall have to see. But before that, we've got a cup game coming up against Norwich. It's the replay. In between us playing Norwich, they lost 3-0 to Man City and drew 1-1 with Everton. And we take a 2-1 win. Soriano with the winning goal in extra time. 4 minutes to go in extra time, to be fair. And Fraser Forster was injured as well. I hope it's not for long. That's 3 days, and that's not too bad. Tournament prize money. Board have given us 53,000. Game rescheduled against Norwich in the league, and an offer for Fraser Forster. Aston Villa want him for 4.6 million. You can have him for 14.6 million. I do have Jack Butland, who I can bring back, so it's more of a case of if you're prepared to pay more than 3 times what you've originally put the offer in for, you can gladly have him for that price. Okay, sold a player. Thomas Ronge to Genoa for 12.5, and the board have given me 9.5. So, wow, let's have I'll tell you what, I am going to request some funds. They want me to buy. They said they want me to buy a player, and the fans think I should buy someone too. So I'll put in that 5 million request. So that 5 million request, considering I've just sold a player and they've taken a 3 million cut. So I'm basically saying I want that whole 12 million that I've spent, that I've sold for that player. If they give me some, then we can look to bring in another striker, but it all depends. Additional funds. Given your performance at the club, we are not confident at this time of the additional funds. What? As Villa have come back and said no to the offer for Fraser Forster, and Chelsea wants Benzia, and they've offered 13.5 million. You can have him for 20 million, and we'll see what they say about that. But guys, I'm going to call it a day there. We'll be back in the next episode where we will have news of whether Chelsea accept or reject the 20 million counter offer for Benzia. Thanks for watching. Cheers.